Induction relay torque equation. Induction relay works on the principle of induction effect. It is somewhat similar to induction motor working principle and is used for the protection of AC power systems. As shown here in this particular elementary arrangement in figure 1, you will find that an induction relay is consisting of pivoted aluminum disc which is placed in between two magnetic fields. These two magnetic fields are shown here or represented here with two fluxes phi1 and phi2. The torque which is getting produced in the disc by the interaction of one magnetic field with currents induced in the disc by the other flux or other magnetic field. In the second diagram, it is somewhat more modified in which flux phi1 and phi2 are represented. These two AC fluxes phi1 and phi2 having phase difference or phase displacement of an angle alpha which produces ED current I2 and I1 respectively. The current lags respective fluxes by 90 degree. It is already shown in the elementary diagram. Now let us consider for more clarity phi1 is equal to phi1 max sin omega t and another flux phi2 is equal to phi2 max sin omega t plus alpha. In this particular equation, phi1 and phi2 are instantaneous values of the fluxes, and from these two equations you will get clear idea that phi2 leads phi1 by an angle alpha. As in your second equation we have mentioned here phi2 is equal to phi2 max sin omega t plus alpha. It indicates that phi2 is leading phi1 by an angle alpha. Assuming that the paths in which the rotor current flow have negligible self-inductance, and as there is a negligible self-inductance, the rotor current will be in phase with their voltages. Now how to find the magnitude? No doubt we are going to follow Faraday's law. As per Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, first current induced I1 is directly proportional to d phi1 by dt. So variation in flux phi1 is going to produce current I1. By putting the value of phi1, you will get I1 is directly proportional to d phi by dt by phi1 max sin omega t. So I1 is directly proportional to, after taking its derivation, we will get phi1 max into cos omega t. ddt of sin omega t or derivation of sin omega t is cos omega t. So current I1 is directly proportional to phi1 cos omega t. Similarly, we are having another equation for I2. So induced current I2 is directly proportional to d phi2 by dt, and flux phi2 is dependent on phi2 max sin omega t plus alpha. So after taking its derivation, we will get I2 is directly proportional to phi2 max into cos of omega t plus alpha. In case of induction relay, torque produced in the disc is by the interaction of one magnetic field with current induced in the disc by the other magnetic field. So accordingly, force produced F1 is directly proportional to phi1 into I2. Similarly, another force developed F2 is proportional to phi2 into I1. So this, as shown in the elementary diagram, these two forces F1 and F2 are opposite to each other. So net force at the instant is considered as F proportional to the difference between F1 and F2. So it is written here, net force F is directly proportional to F2 minus F1. Now put the value of F2 and F1. So we will get phi2 I1 minus phi1 I2. Now we are having the value of phi2 and I2 in terms of sine and cos. So putting that value in this equation, we will get net force which is proportional to phi2 max sin omega t plus alpha into phi1 max cos omega t minus phi1 max sin omega t into phi2 max cos omega t plus alpha. Now take the common terms together. So we will get net force which is proportional to phi1 max into phi2 max into sin omega t plus alpha into cos omega t minus sin omega t into cos omega t plus alpha. So we are having formula sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta. So by applying that formula, you will get net force developed is directly proportional to phi1 max into phi2 max into sin alpha. So in terms of instantaneous value, net force produced F is proportional to phi1 into phi2 into sin alpha. In this particular case, we are considering phi1 and phi2 are the RMS values of the fluxes. So one thing is very clear, that net force produced is directly dependent on flux phi1, phi2 and the sine of the angle which is in between phi1 and phi2. So from the expression of net force produced or operating torque produced, which is directly proportional to phi1, phi2 and sin alpha, we can have few conclusions. Like first one, the greater the phase angle alpha between the fluxes, the greater is the net force applied to the disc. So obviously the maximum force will be produced when two fluxes are at 90 degree out of phase or they are mutually perpendicular to each other. At that moment we will have greater force produced or more operating torque produced. The second conclusion which we can have is the net force is same at every instant. This fact does not depend on the assumptions which we made in earlier stage. And one more conclusion is there, that the direction of net force and hence the direction of motion of the disc depends upon which flux is leading. Whether phi1 is leading or phi2 is leading, depending on that, direction of rotation of disc depends. Okay, this is all about the torque production in case of induction relay.